It's hammer time, all you cyberpunks and retro nerds out there. I'm your host, Tommy the Hammer, coming at you guys with another edition of Neon Trash. In today's solo flight review, we're going to be checking out the Nicolas Cage horror vehicle called Color Out of Space. This is based on the H.P. Lovecraft story of the same name, and it's not the first time Lovecraft's book has been adapted to the big screen. Back in the late 1980s, a movie called The Curse, produced by Lucio Fulci, was released to the masses, and it was kind of this pulpy midnight movie affair. Check out the trailer, peep that shit. I'll be right back, motherfuckers.
Look at this.
All those years in the big city, we finally got out. We're living the dream.
Maybe it is a dream.
Then everything just blew up. Big flash, like a pink light. Or actually, I don't even know what color it was. It wasn't like any color I'd ever seen before.
Looks like a meteorite. You think it's radioactive? I mean, it's from space, right? Meteorites are generally no more dangerous than ordinary rocks.
How can something that big just disappear? Did you plant those?
No.
Ward, you come here for a sec.
Oh, God.
What are you doing? Shh. It's talking to me.
Who's talking to you?
A man in the well.
It's in the static, it's in the moisture. It's in here, it's out there. And what's out there is in here now.
Everything's under control.
Why are you so in denial? That thing from the meteorite changes everything around it.
It's just the color. But it burns.
Do you believe me now?
I don't know what I believe anymore. Everything's gonna be A-okay.
First, what I liked about the film. The overall visual sense to this movie is quite astonishing. I mean, everything from the cinematography to the use of colors to the locations, even down to the minute microscopic detail, this movie presents a visual wonder for you, the viewer, from start to finish. Almost too much so, because there are certain parts where this movie is filmed extra sharp and extra high def, and it's these small moments where this element actually kind of detracts from the film because everything is so crystal clear. It looks like a soap opera during certain moments, and it was something that you couldn't escape during these moments. But I consider this type of movie to be high-def horror. The big-name actors like Nicolas Cage and Tommy Chong, as much as I like them in movies, in this case I kind of didn't. I felt like these actors and their notoriety got in the way of this otherwise deep and psychological cosmic horror film. There's just moments where the film kind of comes across as a tween horror movie, and if you guys have seen any of the PG-13 American-made horror crap fests that have infested movie theaters over the last, 10 to 15 years, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a certain audience that maybe the producers were trying to pander to here, and with the actors Nicolas Cage and Tommy Chong, they're both, rather old actors, so I don't see them as appealing to the younger generations. So you gotta wonder exactly why the director wanted to cast these actors in these roles. Maybe the studio was like, hey, you wanna use Nicolas Cage, you wanna use Tommy Chong, and who the hell wouldn't want to? I mean, especially, a movie director, they wanna work with talent. And whereas the special effects are top notch here, there's a lot of disgusting neon gore effects, there's a lot of prosthetics, a lot of animatronics, a lot of grisly things that you would see in maybe a 1980s John Carpenter film. But on the other end, of course, there's gotta be CGI. And whereas the CGI in this film isn't that bad and actually looks pretty good with all the neon colors racing around the screen, these moments are definitely apparent and kind of take you, the viewer, out of it for a second. You're like, oh yeah, I'm watching a pulpy movie, of course. I wish the director would have taken a more subtle approach to these elements, slowed things down. Out of 10 stars, I think I could award the movie Color Out of Space a solid 6.5 or a strong 7 out of 10.